Drake isn't just a rapper, he's a business mogul. With a net worth estimated at over $250 million, he's built an empire that extends far beyond music. But how did he do it? What secret deals turned him into one of the richest artists in the world? From real estate to tech startups, from gambling partnerships to private investments, Drake has quietly positioned himself among the wealthiest businessmen in entertainment. But some of these deals, they aren't as straightforward as they seem. This is the story of Drake's secret business empire. The investments, the controversies, and the conspiracies that could make him hip-hop's next billionaire. When Drake first entered the music industry in the late 2000s, he was already thinking ahead. Unlike many rappers who blow through their money, Drake was focused on building wealth that would last. He started with the basics: touring, merchandise, and album sales. But by the mid-2000s teens, he was making power moves that would take him far beyond music. His first major business ventures? OVO and brand partnerships. Drake launched OVO, October's very own, as a simple music brand. But it quickly became a multi-million-dollar empire. What started as tour merch evolved into one of the most exclusive streetwear brands in hip-hop. With high-end collaborations with Nike, Canada Goose, and NBA teams, OVO isn't just merch. It's a luxury label. But here's the secret. OVO isn't just about fashion. It's a branding machine. Every hoodie, every sneaker, every limited edition drop adds millions to Drake's bank account. But OVO was never just about clothes. It was a music empire in the making. Drake established OVO Sound, his record label, as a way to control his own music and help other artists break into the industry. With artists like Party Next Door, Majid Jordan, and Roy Woods under his wing, Drake was becoming more than a rapper. He was a mogul. One of Drake's most controversial business moves was his partnership with Stake, an online gambling platform. He frequently live-streamed himself gambling millions of dollars, promoting the brand to his millions of followers. But here's the dark truth. Many believe that Drake never actually risked his own money. Instead, reports suggest Stake paid him massive sums to promote their platform while letting him gamble risk-free. Was Drake truly betting millions? Or was it all just a marketing stunt? Drake doesn't just rap about mansions, he owns them. Over the years, he's built a real estate empire worth over $100 million, with properties in Toronto, Los Angeles, and even islands. Real estate isn't just about luxury, it's an investment. Drake isn't just living in these homes. He's flipping properties and turning mansions into money machines. Recently, Drake has been investing heavily in tech and gaming. According to reports, in 2024, he's backed multiple AI and gaming companies, positioning himself as a major player in the future of entertainment. One of his latest silent investments is rumored to be in a major AI-driven music platform, which could change the music industry forever. Drake's business success isn't just impressive, it's suspicious. Some believe he's not just an entrepreneur, but a puppet for more powerful investors. The theory suggests that Drake is being backed by ultra-wealthy elites who use him to promote their brands and services. They see him as more than a rapper. They see him as a walking, talking advertisement for their investments. But why would the rich and powerful need Drake? Because he's a cultural phenomenon, an influencer with a reach that spans the globe. His influence sells brands, legitimizes platforms, and brings mainstream attention to businesses that need hype. Drake's partnership with Stake is one of the most controversial business moves of his career. The deal? Simple. Drake live streams himself gambling millions of dollars, promoting the platform to his fans, creating a buzz that drives thousands of users to the platform. But there's a twist. Critics believe that Drake never actually risks his own money. Instead, Stake allegedly pays him millions to gamble with what's known as house money. To his audience, it looks like Drake is winning and losing real cash. But in reality, it's all a carefully constructed marketing campaign. The strategy? Make gambling look glamorous, exciting, and most importantly, profitable. Because if Drake can win big, then so can his fans, right? The truth is, most of Drake's followers who sign up for Stake aren't millionaires. They're everyday people hoping to hit the jackpot. And that's what makes this entire scheme feel morally questionable. But here's the real question. Is Drake just making smart business moves? Or is he manipulating his audience for a massive payout? Gambling addiction is real, and promoting online gambling to an audience full of young, impressionable fans raises serious ethical concerns. But here's the catch. Drake knows this. And he knows that controversy sells. While most rappers are focused on selling music and merchandise, Drake has been building an empire of real estate. From sprawling mansions to luxury condos, his investments are making him millions. Let's start with the crown jewel of his portfolio, the Embassy. A 50,000 square foot Toronto estate that isn't just a home, it's a monument to wealth. The Embassy features an NBA-sized basketball court, a recording studio, a luxury spa, and even a customized OVO-themed indoor pool. But here's the thing, this mansion is also a business. Drake uses the Embassy as a networking hub, a place where artists, business executives, and celebrities come to make deals and collaborate. It's a home, yes, but it's also a powerful marketing tool. And it's not just about living large, it's about making money. In 2023, Drake bought a Beverly Hills mansion for $75 million and sold it a year later for over $100 million. Every property he buys is either generating income, being flipped for a profit, or enhancing his brand. Drake's real estate strategy isn't just smart, it's brilliant. But here's the part most people don't know. Drake's real estate empire extends far beyond North America. Reports suggest he owns private resorts in the Caribbean, luxury condos in Dubai, and high-end properties in Ibiza. And these properties? They're generating income through high-end rentals, private events, and exclusive recording retreats. For Drake, real estate isn't just a luxury, it's a money-making machine. Real estate and fashion aren't the only things making Drake rich. He's been quietly investing in the future, specifically tech and gaming. Drake's latest move? Investing in artificial intelligence. According to insiders, he's heavily backing an AI-driven music platform aimed at revolutionizing the way music is created, distributed, and sold. Imagine this, an app that can create beats, lyrics, and entire songs with minimal effort. The technology isn't just revolutionary, it's disruptive. If this AI platform succeeds, it would mean total creative control for Drake. And in an industry dominated by major labels, that kind of power is priceless. But that's not all. Drake is reportedly investing millions in the gaming industry. His team is working on creating a virtual world, an OVO Metaverse, where fans can interact with him digitally. From virtual concerts to exclusive merchandise drops, the possibilities are endless. And if this concept takes off, it would be one of the biggest financial moves in entertainment history. Drake has already accomplished more than most artists could ever dream of. But the truth is, he's only getting started. His empire stretches from music to fashion, from gambling to real estate. But the question remains, what's next? There are strong rumors that Drake is planning to launch a brand new record label, one that would directly compete with giants like Universal Music Group and Sony Music. But this wouldn't be just another label. Insiders claim it would offer artists complete creative control, higher royalties, and direct fan interaction, something the traditional industry has always failed to provide. If this label succeeds, it could completely redefine the music business, making Drake the most powerful artist-turned-executive in hip-hop history. But Drake's ambitions go beyond just music. He's reportedly developing an entire OVO Metaverse, an interactive digital world where fans can engage with him directly. Imagine stepping into a virtual universe where you can attend Drake's concerts, buy exclusive OVO merchandise, or even visit a digital replica of the Embassy. It's more than just a marketing tool. It's an entire ecosystem built around Drake's brand. And with his connections in the tech industry, this could make him a billionaire almost overnight. But here's the real game changer. Drake's investments in AI technology aren't just about making better music. They're about owning the tools that create music. According to reports, Drake is working with several high-profile tech companies to build an AI platform that can generate entire songs, from lyrics to melodies, at the click of a button. The goal? To create a platform under the OVO label where artists can produce music without interference from major labels. A place where the artist has complete creative control. If successful, Drake's platform could reshape the entire industry, allowing him to profit from every song created, shared, and sold. But the most shocking part of Drake's plan involves his Middle Eastern connections. If the rumors are true, his partnerships with Saudi investors aren't just business deals, they're part of a much larger strategy. From real estate developments to AI collaborations, these partnerships could open doors to multi-billion-dollar projects, making Drake one of the most powerful figures in global entertainment. And if he continues down this path, his rise to billionaire status is almost inevitable. But the real question is, will he make it there on his own terms? So, what's the truth behind Drake's empire? Is he a business genius, perfectly executing a plan to become hip-hop's first billionaire? Or is he simply a puppet, being manipulated by powerful investors with their own agendas? On one hand, Drake's investments are smart, strategic, and perfectly timed. From launching OVO as a brand to expanding into real estate, gambling, and tech, he's built an empire that feels unstoppable. But on the other hand, there's something suspicious about how quickly it all came together. His connections with Middle Eastern investors, his partnership with Stake, and his rumored involvement with AI-driven platforms have all raised eyebrows. Some believe he's simply being used as a marketing tool for the rich and powerful. The truth? We may never know. But one thing is certain, Drake's business moves are far from over. Here's the part no one wants to talk about. If Drake is truly being backed by Saudi money, then his empire isn't just his own. It's part of a much larger financial web that stretches across continents. And if those connections are ever exposed, it could destroy everything he's built. Drake's next moves could define the rest of his career. Will he launch his own record label and finally challenge the biggest players in the industry? Will the OVO Metaverse become the next frontier of entertainment? Or will his secret partnerships ultimately become his downfall? The only thing we know for sure is this: Drake is playing a high-stakes game. And the real question isn't whether he'll become a billionaire. The question is, what will it cost him? So, after all the evidence, the rumors, and the theories, what do you think? Is Drake a genius who's simply outplaying the game? Or is he just another pawn in the hands of billionaires who see him as nothing more than an investment? One thing is clear, Drake's journey to the top is far from over. But as he gets closer to that billion-dollar mark, the stakes are only getting higher. Is this the rise of hip-hop's first true billionaire? Or the beginning of his downfall? Let us know what you think in the comments below.